All right. I apologize. I solved all of these notes and it just stopped recording on me, which was just fantastic and made my day so happy. All right. Now I know what I had, you guys. I was up here at this list and oh, that's so sad, isn't it? I need to go through this list and figure out what goes into 1080 with you. So we're going to do 1080 and we are going to divide it by, I am going to just tell you, I'm going to give you a hint. I promise it's lower than 400. Without that hint, you would have to test all of these things, but I'm going to just give you the hint since I already did the notes once. I promise it's under 400. So we're going to divide by 400 to prove it's not 400. Then we're going to divide by the next number down, which was, okay, so 361. Nope. Then we're going to divide by the next number down, which is 324. Nope. Then we're going to divide by the next number down, which is 289. Then we're going to divide by the next number down, which is 256. Then we're going to divide by the next number down. I have that in my calculator wrong. We're going to divide by the next number down, which is 225. Nope. Then we're going to divide by the next number down, which is 196. Then we'll divide by the next number down because we got to get to it's not a decimal. 169, that's a decimal. Then we're going to divide by the next number down, 144. Then we're going to divide by the next number down, which is 121. Then we're going to divide by the next number down, which is 100. And then we're going to divide by the next number down, which is 81. Again, we're looking for something that's not a decimal. Next number down, 64. Next number down, 49. Next number down, 36. I think that's our magic ticket. It divides cleanly by 36 with no decimal. So we get 36 and 30. So we are going to go back to this example and we are going to change 1080. Come on, little buddy. We're going to change our 1080 to, bring over your 1/6. 1/6 comes over. And we're going to change our 1080 to a 36 and a 30 because that's what we got. Then we take the square root of 36. So bring down your 1/6. The square root of 36 is just a 6, and the square root of 30 goes behind it. Multiply these outside numbers. 1/6 times 6 is 1. Bring down your square root of 30. Move on to number 4, which is now my second time doing number 4. What an exciting time for me that I get to do the notes twice since it stopped recording. Okay, so we are going to do our -5 times our -3, okay, and that's going to give us a +15. And then we need to do our 21 times our 42, which I don't know in my head, even though I just did the notes. 882. So we're going to make these ones go inside the square root. And then we need to use our list. How about I make you a promise? I'll tell you that it is under, excuse me, I'm going to give you, here's our list, and I will give you a hint, and I promise that it is lower than 576. Why is it not writing? It is lower than 576. So our number is 882 divided by 576. Not it. 882 divided by 529. 882 divided by 484. 882 divided by 441. There's the magic. 441 and 2. 441 and 2 are the magic numbers. So I'm going to zoom in here. We are going to drag that 15 down, guys. And 882 is going to change to the magic numbers of 441 and 2. The reason we like 441 is because there is a square root of 441. You can simply use your calculator to get 21 or use your sheet. So bring down your 15. Change this to 21 because it's the answer to the square root of 441. Bring the square root of 2 down. Now, the last thing you're going to do is use your calculator to multiply the outside numbers. Multiply those puppies. And 15 times 21 is 315. So the outside becomes 315. We leave the square root of 2 inside for a final answer. Number 5. Multiply 4 times 2, because they're outsides. Multiply 10 times 90. So we get 4 times 2 is 8. 10 times 90 is 900. Test the square root of 900. I love it. It ends up being a perfect 30. Last year, I made my kids write the word perfect so they know there wasn't going to be a square root. So bring down your 8. The square root of 900 is 30. Again, some of you might be like, well, what goes inside the square root, Langeli? Absolutely nothing, because the square root of 900 is perfect. So 8 times 30, 240. Last one on this page, number 6. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so I have lots of room. We're going to do negative 9 times 2. That's negative 18. Then we're going to do 18 times 98, because those are the inside items. Those are the radicands. We get 1764. 1764. Now, you can use your list and try to decide what goes into 1764. Okay? Actually, what's funny is when I made the first video, I really royally blew this up. And I did that, and I forgot to test 1764. So let's test 1764. Oh my goodness, it's perfect. I would make my kids last year, I made them write the words perfect so they knew there would be no square root. That doesn't always happen, right? Clearly, in the other examples, it didn't. So bring down your negative 18. The square root of 1764, didn't we just find, was 42? So I can just do 18 times negative 42, or excuse me, negative 18 times 42. Oh my goodness. Okay, negative 18 times 42. That's what you get when you're using a computer calculator. Negative 756. Boom. It's done. That's it. Now, I do want to show you something kind of not intelligent that I did. So you can even just write, this would be the long way. You can just watch it if you want. I went through the notes and I did this. I went, okay, guys, bring over your negative 18. And then I typed 1764 in the calculator and I divided by 900. I divided by blah, 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 blah. And I finally did this. I finally did 1764 divided by 441. And I told kids, I was like, it's 441 times 4. And then I was like, okay, that's negative 18 times, this is 21, square root of 4. And then I went, oops, the square root of 4 is 2. So I did negative 18 times 21 times 2. And guess what I got? Negative 756. So that's the long way, in which was not the intelligent way, because I forgot to test 764. Now, granted, you might need to do the long way if it's not perfect. Actually, you have to do the long way. It's not perfect. But it works either way to get your negative 756. As we continue on, you will notice in the next video, we're going to start throwing variables in with it. You handle the variables very much the same way as we have been handling things, and you handle the numbers the same way we've been. But we'll kind of come to that in the next video. And look at that. It didn't stop me. Have a great day, everybody.